Woo woo!
Rocking out, Rodney Dowell.
What's going on, Mr. Gary Putnam?
You know, this
You
thing
ready?
we do on Sundays.
Right on.
Jim Lyer's watching. Hey, Jim.
See first?
I think so. Well, you was first, but you don't count.
I was first, but I don't count. Look at Tanner.
Who's that?
He's
Tanner.
talking.
Listen here, Tanner. I'll ban you, buddy.
Yeah, he asked you why were you late?
Why was I late, Tanner? Look, this is
Look what texting us. You boys are running late 3 minutes.
Okay. This is number 43. This is the second time we've been late. Am I right?
Not too bad. Not too bad.
Shannon Wise. Hey, Shannon.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, Troy says we had 3 on the YouTube waiting. Well, good. Wasn't sure we'd have any. Jim says, got my Pepsi and I'm ready. Jim, you know what goes good with Pepsi is popcorn. Get you some popcorn.
Get your popcorn here.
Oh, man. Yeah. You know, Rodney, what we didn't do, we didn't talk about the order of the show tonight.
Well,
Tiffany come out and we started chit-chatting and talking to Ginger and talking to Bear.
Got distracted, didn't we?
Got distracted. That's all right. I think we're okay.
We've done it enough times. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah. I think what we got lined up first is extremely appropriate. So,
all right, let's fire away.
Are you ready to fire away?
Well, if you are, it's up to you. What'd you do this week? Did you do anything?
I did some stuff. Yeah.
You did some stuff? You got any pictures to show us?
I do here in a second.
Nice.
Tanner says that is a 99.9535 average of being on time.
Is that
real? Is that true?
Is that
Are you being a smart guy? Did you just pull that number out of your ass, or is that real?
Man, that sounds like 43, 2 misses.
2 out of 43. I don't know.
Yeah. So you've read, yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny.
2 times for sure, maybe 3, but I'm going to stick with 2.
We can roll it back. We can count it.
Because I remember one other time we was getting texts from a group of guys like, "Come on, it's 7 o'clock.
Let's go."
Yeah, and I forget why we was late there. Maybe I don't remember. I could make something up, but
sure.
Where do you want to start? We got 16 people.
Yeah.
I know a good place to start.
Okay.
One of our great racing friends. Hey, Scott Linker. One of our great racing friends lost his father this week. So I'm going to give a shout out to Mr. James Wise. This dude was at the track all the time with Brian.
You bet.
And Brian lost his father this week. So he was, and I seen like from this picture and this post on Facebook, Shannon said he was in his happy place there. He his happy place is there pushing that car around at the racetrack. Yep. He enjoyed being at the track. He was fun to talk with and hang around with. So we snatched a few pictures of them guys at the racetrack. Brian's dad, James. And you'll notice they're in the winner's circle in a lot of these pictures.
Nice.
That's
good place to be.
Yep, Mid-America Dragway. This is Kid. I don't know what the years was, but
sure.
Jim Robinson watching Hey Jim. And the old Malibu at Tulsa.
Ooh.
The Chevelle they built together. So, yep. Just want to give Brian and James a shout out and the Wise family. We'll miss seeing him at the racetrack.
You bet.
You got anything to add?
No, just myself. I met Jim when I got back into the scene. Racing with Brian, and I think at Wichita. Of course, he was at Tulsa and everywhere Brian went, New York City, and that sort of thing. And then you didn't see him for a little bit at the track, and think it was at the Mel Hamilton open house this year is when Brian kind of got the news, and so they started working through that, and he's in a better place. I feel bad for the Wises. Want everybody to know that we're here for him, and been thinking about him, but this is a great picture right here. They built this car with two hands together, father son team. It's just good stuff to go out there but yeah, it's a tough time right now for Brian. Like you said, it was when he texted us and said, it's been a tough couple of months. It's true. Driving back and forth from Kansas City and trying to, juggle everything and that sort of thing. And just, you just want to do the right thing. And even, you just know you're on limited time and you want to cherish those moments because there's not many left, but
yeah,
it's a good time.
Here's Brian. He says, "Thanks guys. I appreciate it. He was my dude at every race all the time."
Yeah.
Yep. He sure was. He was a great, not mascot or cheerleader, but he was for sure a cheerleader in your corner. Sure. He was, he was the biggest Brian Wise fan. For sure.
That's it. Sport.
Yep.
You bet.
Shannon says, "Thank you guys. He will be missed so much." That's right, Shannon. We'll miss seeing him at the track.
Sure. Yep. Good stuff, Gary. Good pictures and.
Yep, that's a good place to start. We didn't talk about that. We ran out of time and start to kick it off right away and give James a shout out.
Heck yeah.
He was part of our racing community and racing family also.
Mm-hmm.
So, yep.
Absolutely. Well said.
Yep. Well, what do you got? I got something next. What do you got?
Well, I got a lot of stuff, but I don't know what the pictures in order and stuff. I got 3 or 4 things to talk about, but I'm just kind of seeing how they pop up since we didn't have a pregame.
Did you watch we don't get into politics here. Did you watch the Republican convention this week?
Yeah.
You seen it? Okay. Did that not fire you up?
Oh
brother. Dude, Hulk was great.
Yeah, I saw him on there ripping his shirt off. Yep.
That was pretty awesome. Hulk Hogan is he was awesome.
Yeah.
So we don't get into politics and shit, but man, when Hogan was up there doing his Hogan thing, man, it was pretty neat. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that was good stuff. That's funny.
I have no reason for why to throw this in there except he's just awesome. Old Hulkster. And we're that age. We're kids from the 80s, right?
Oh yeah. I remember Hulk and The Rock and Andre the Giant and all those cats wrestling back in the day. That's funny.
Yeah. Hulkamania. Darce Laws. Hey, Darce Laws. Hulkamania. Hulkamites.
Hulkamania. What are you going to do when the Hulk something comes for you?
He was running across the stage.
Oh, that's funny.
I got a couple pictures of your car here. You want to see it?
All right. Yeah. Oh, Ric Flair. Woo!
Ric Flair. Woo! That's right. Ric Flair.
That was another one.
Darce 80s year old.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah,
we were teenagers in the 80s.
Yeah.
Absolutely. The 80s was great. The 80s were a great decade to be a kid.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, it was the best time for real.
Yep. And the music was the best.
The cars were cool.
Yep.
It was just not like today.
This car is cool. Look at that.
Look at that. That's a good picture.
It is.
Yeah, I've got the Hoosiers on. A little Mel Hamilton action there. Help me out. Got my Hoosiers on. Ready to go to Flying H. We were going to go last weekend or this weekend. We should have been recapping the Flying H right about now, but I guess they had a technical issue on their timing system or something like that they put out there. So we'll get her all ready for, what is it, August 16th, 17th now they're going to do that?
Yeah, they in that group message we're in, I was going to snatch that, but Their Facebook page says like there'll be more information coming later. Nothing is official yet, but in that messenger we're in, there's some more info in there, and I didn't think we should probably put that up because it's not officially
Sure.
It might be just some, it might just be some spitballing and thoughts that Blake is having on moving dates and some stuff. Right. So I kind of just left that alone. But what we had initially seen was August 16th and 17th.
Bad thing is the same weekend as the Titans at 10-5 in what is it?
Bonterre.
Yep. Yeah. But it's just so hard because there's so many events, especially when you got to do a reschedule. And and to talk about it too, and I know we'll get to it in a little bit, but if it wasn't for Mad giving up some of their timing system, that I think they took a part down to Rogersville.
And,
so they could have their no prep war. So saw that midweek. So we'll talk about that in a little bit. But that's just good stuff right there. Good community.
Ken Mull is watching.
What up, Ken?
Hello, Ken.
Yeah. Old bracket racer. Work together. Yep. What's up, Tim Webb?
Tim, what's up, Timmy?
Yeah.
I talked to Tim on the phone a while ago tonight.
Yeah.
Hadn't
given him all your race secrets?
No, I'm just trying to get his race secrets.
Oh man. If that was a long conversation, if you're trying to get his, he's the man.
And I don't remember nothing, so I'm gonna have to talk to him again. I love talking to Tim, man. He's
no doubt.
Man, he's a great dude to toss ideas around with.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. He's a sharp cat.
Yeah. But I was shuffling cars around here. Put another car on the lift, so I got this one out of the way, and I thought that tire looked pretty good under there, so I want to give you a picture of that. That looked good.
Does. It looks like a 29. Are you sure it's not a 29? Are you cheating? Are you sure?
Yeah. 28.
Okay.
E05.
Like maybe Mel Hamilton had Hoosier make you some special tires that say 28-ish.
Yeah. 28. Well, we did meet those guys at PRI from Hoosier, so maybe they listened to us. That's funny.
Hey, that's right. The Hoosier guy. There's Larry Hunt. What's up, fellas? Hey, Larry.
Wow, Larry, I think he was out at Rogersville last night.
Tim Webb. Yeah, Darce said the best time to be alive was the 80s. Wish those times were back.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah.
Cool.
And while we're we got some pictures of stuff and talk about some stuff.
Sure.
And, man, you guys we got 20 or so watching. You got some ideas of stuff you want to talk about? Just whatever. We're just in a BS session tonight, so come up with something that you want to talk about. Let's go. Here's your new window net.
Yep. Stroud for the win there. Got the
Stroud
net, awesome. The belts. Yep. All worked out. A little bit of Keith's work there. Quick turn that when we were doing the tubing and the Pro Jack mount. So shout out to Webb as well for helping with that. We got to look at his car at Flying H to get some ideas on that. Appreciate the help. And, and just decide if it's supposed to be a four positions with no movement or the front two to move. And so we made it where the front had to slide a little bit. So, but yeah, definitely.
I meant to ask you, so your old net was like, you said it was on your forearm. It's kind of crowded yet. Is this different? Is this better?
Yeah, it's mounted out a little bit more. And so I got a little bit more room. And, before too, I didn't like the design of that old net. It was the bigger frame of the net, if you will. But instead of taking it down out of the way, I just pushed it back and then slid it back on the rods, and which is not a good idea. And it had the old GM's safety belt. If you if you're in there, and a couple times it wouldn't, latch right. A couple times it did, and it was getting all frailed at the front where I'd rub my jacket through it, getting on and getting in the car and stuff. And so, once I saw
Troy's,
then I'm like, oh, that's what I got to have right there. And I think that's CJ Race Cars' little kit, and Keith's done a really good job. And I guess you send a template to Stroud, and they a day or two got it back. And so, and then of course I got the whole remove before flight pin on it, so I just a little quick ding. And actually, the way it folds, it can fold out, and there's still plenty of room in between the bar and the door. There's just not hitting anything. And so that was real nice. It makes it real nice getting in and out now. So just kind of practicing that. You know how we were talking about last week, how we need to practice getting out of the car and stuff.
Yes.
So I was around with that.
Yep.
And so, but yeah, and you know, back to those Pro Jack provisions, I was playing around with that as well, and you know, jacking the car up, bringing it down, and messing with the valves and the relief valve, and you could watch that front jack just move on that a little bit. So
it moves a little bit, yeah,
just enough so it's not a stationary 4 solid position. So the back 2 they lock in, and then the front's got that 2 or 3 inches where it can move. So
I give mine, based off of Tim Webb said, give it a couple inches. So I made my inside my curved area 2 inches.
Yeah.
And it probably moves an inch. I know I hadn't measured it, but I mean, you can definitely see it move. It doesn't, it doesn't move the whole space.
No.
But probably an inch for sure. It moves a little bit.
Yeah. And that washer idea was good too on the ends where you welded the washer solid so it didn't crawl over the top of it. So then I jumped on PayPal or PitPal and got like a little tray for them to set inside the trailer. So bolted up against the wall, and it'll be here this week. So we'll get that locked in, just kind of get it out of the way. Right now they're just sitting on the floor in the trailer. So, just make it clean.
You mentioned them GM seatbelt tabs that mine are still there. That's a project I need to get. I got that Cameron Johnson kit too. And I've said it before, but like when Keith clips in because the top has 2, my whole top comes completely down from the clips. Both of them are on the GM tabs, and Keith will reach in and go click, and then he'll pull on it real hard. He'll pull.
Yeah.
The front one, up in the front, it'll pull back out. It'll go click, but he can pull it right back out. And he'll look in. You haven't replaced these yet? He kind of chew my ass a little bit, and he clicks it and keeps jerking on it to make sure it doesn't come undone.
Sure.
And they're gonna go away. So
yeah, definitely. This is a nice little kit, and I just thought it's cool too having all Stroud safety right there, and so like, I'll take a picture of that and send it to Gary.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, it's a nice little pin. You just pull down on it and pops right out and rolls it back. So, but yeah, nice.
Yeah, and like Tim says, anytime we are all better and safer together, for sure.
Absolutely. Yeah, definitely.
We're talking about things to talk about, and Jeff Painter asks, biggest upsets you ever witnessed at a race.
Ooh, man, that's actually pretty good.
I don't remember enough stuff to remember. Biggest upset, man.
That's a good one.
That is a good question.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, last night something happened that I would never have guessed in a million years. And I don't know if you remember this, Gary, but when I was running to get dinner, we were talking about somebody never red lighting, because they, they're always.
Yes. I seen that.
So I was like a whoa moment.
He's usually on the other side of that light.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. But man, biggest upset ever witnessed at a race. Usually, man, on every level, you see the underdog, getting through. And but
yeah,
man,
I don't know.
I have to circle back to that one.
Yeah, that almost have to be something I'd have to see and write down. And I don't know. I couldn't tell you, Jeff.
That's a good one.
I don't.
What would be your just staying with us for a second? Do you have a memorable win, Gary? Any round, don't have to be a final or whatever. Just
by anybody.
Yeah, it's your story.
Man, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. There's, it's you see so much stuff that.
Yeah.
I mean, for myself, if I'm gonna speak for my
that's what I'm talking about for Gary Putin.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. Summer Nationals,
okay,
2018.
Sure.
Yeah. I think that was actually my first win.
Okay.
Probably a little premature that early in my racing, but putting the car together, that was a goal to win Summer Nationals. And it actually happened sooner than it should have.
Yeah.
But everything was just right that weekend, and it happened. So
yeah, sometimes just falls your way,
and I wasn't doing anything spectacular, but everybody else racing was even less spectacular.
Yeah.
So,
there you go.
And that's the race when my car wouldn't fire up and Brian waited on me in the water box
for that.
And that was that race. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
So I got like a bucket list win very early.
There you go.
I think it's not fair for that to happen that early, but it did. But I'm also glad it happened then because things just aren't the same now. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
With the name of that race at that track.
Yeah.
It's, that was a big deal back then.
Sure. Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's a good answer. That's a good answer.
I always thought we treated the Summer Nationals out here kind of like our the Indy race in Labor Day weekend, the NHRA stuff, the big go there.
Sure.
I forget what that race is called at Indy. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. That's what it's called. The big go. Yeah.
The big go. Yeah, I've always felt like the Summer Nationals was that style of race for us here.
Oh, I agree. And, growing up around here too, I remember going there when I was little and they called it the Coca-Cola race.
U.S. Nationals. That's what it is.
Yeah. And, but that's definitely a bucket list race. And I think I was out there that night with you when you made that happen.
Yeah. That's a memorable win for me that
cool.
It'll be tough to beat.
Yeah, definitely.
Yep. You ready to truck along?
Yeah.
A comment popped in here. Tim Webb. Tim says, great memory for me. My brother Chris and I racing at Wichita, last race of the year, 2016. I believe I barely beat him, and it was one of the only times we raced each other. Man, that's awesome.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Yes.
Heck yeah. So I'm assuming they're both in the Malibus, right? One blue, one white.
I bet, yeah.
Soon. That's awesome. That's a good memory right there.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Back in Tim would have had a big single precision. Well, the turbo I think Ron has now.
Yeah. Brian's got one.
Tim says, yes, sir. Brian says, 1 year when I won the throwdown in Tulsa, I had to go through Kit Long, Clint Downs, and some other big names. Damn, nice. Those are big names.
Those are big names. Nice, especially when at Tulsa. That's awesome.
Yep. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are.
Kit's cars now in Minnesota.
Yep.
But I don't know what Clint Downs is doing,
Haven't seen his car for a while.
Yeah, the Nova.
Surely he's still got it, I would imagine.
Sure.
Yep. Are you?
I think for me, I'm just thinking through this with this car here. I think the first win, and that was at Wichita as well. And but I even think of that as an upset because I raced Cameron and limping through it. He's over there running 40s. And I'm not. I'm running like 70s or 60s, and so we make it to the final, and I think I upset him, because he was number one qualifier of that event. But what happened was I don't even know 200 or 300 foot out on his side, his car power wheelied, and that was just enough, and I think my 79 to his 81 or something like that, my 69 to his 71, but like. Just a lot of emotions there. You do all that work and you think, man, is it ever gonna pay off? And you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, cow, it was all worth it right then. But and Cameron's such a great guy too. He's was so happy as well. And so yeah, good moment.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's like the night that I won Summer Nationals. I talked to Tiffany sometime in the afternoon.
Yeah.
And she goes, how's it going? or maybe it was early, whenever it was. She goes, "How's it going?" I said, "I think I can win this." I said, "If I don't mess up and just keep doing what I'm doing," I said, "I think I can win this."
Right.
So Kennedy was already out there with Keith and I. Well, she scooped up Casey and brought him out. So my winner's picture over there on the wall, has me, Keith, and Kennedy and Casey. So that was really cool for them to be involved in that picture. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's a cool thing too, like you're saying, because it was in town. If you were at Arc City or even Tulsa or just wherever, that would have been a tougher challenge. But
that's right.
You
good point.
Able to get everybody in the picture there, so that's awesome.
Yep. She grabbed Casey and took a 10-minute drive up north, and it worked out.
Very good. Very cool.
Yeah. Brian says that's the pic you shared. That's the one with the Malibu and Tulsa.
Nice.
Yes.
Cool.
This one.
Yeah, there it is.
Heck yeah, that's awesome. I like
that.
Yeah,
I think it was about 20, 25 years ago.
Yes. Hey, Jesse James. Hey, Jesse. What's that? What'd you say?
That Brian looked like he's about 15 right there, what I mean?
Right. Yeah. Oh, I think from my side looking at you, if you wouldn't have went red at Tulsa, with Russell, dude, that would have been so great.
Yeah, that's the one I want back. You know what I mean?
Man,
and we were sitting there thinking, and the other guys were telling their story. That would have been my story. Yeah, that was a crazy night because Heckman, went red, and same with John Hurd, and
it
was definitely one that threw away.
Rodney Dow,
and and so learned a lot by losing that race too. I learned more by losing than I do, obviously by winning. But yeah, I definitely want that one back. There's about three passes I want back.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Shannon says right. O'Brien.
Oh yeah, no gray hair. He was like 15, 16.
Yeah. I get him in my chin here. Them gray hairs. Logan Metcalf is watching. Zach West, Paul Patterson.
Hey, Paul.
A comment here. What do we got? Oh, Larry Hunt. Larry says my best memory was earlier this year when I ran a 498 at 139 in my Malibu. Entered the pits, and Foreman, Browns, and several others cheering and clapping. I had just got out of the hospital and had no business being in the car. That's great.
That is awesome. And two things there. Not only to get in the fours, but like to have the community like that, checking it out, knowing that's a big deal, and cheering you on. And I mean, that's just awesome because that's what it's all about for real. You know what I mean? Because if no one's there to kind of meet you in the winner circle, if you will, or cheer you on, then you feel like you're out there by yourself, and that's good stuff right there.
Yeah, and if you do a good job of picking the people you hang out with, you'll get them cheers and that support from your friends.
Absolutely.
So, yep.
Yeah. Absolutely. Good point.
Jeff Painter says eventually I will get my junk back together and back to the track with you guys. Maybe I can get lucky and debut the car with a win again. Highly doubt lightning strikes twice, though.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Jeff, any chance you'll get it? You'll be out next year? You've been down a long time. Troy says one of mine is going to Noble for Streetcar Takeover and getting first 7-second time slip. In video, you can hear Brian in the background. I believe that.
Man, I'm surprised Troy didn't say the big win at KC. That's right. But when you got so many to choose from,
Oh man, you're not kidding.
Time slip. That's awesome.
Yep. Hey, I don't have one of those either. I don't have a 7-second time slip.
Oh yeah?
No, I don't. Nope.
Okay.
I've got an 801. I don't have a 799.
You have to have Harper turn the lights off or turn the quarter on for you, and you can lift it 1,000 feet and get one.
Yeah. I'll get one someday.
Yeah.
someday down the road.
Yeah.
Tanner says you will get the celebration hugs that turn into leg cramps.
I remember what he's talking about. After we got done, I basically had a fireman carry him back to the golf cart so we can get back to the pit there. He's like, oh crap, he fell to the ground. Oh my god, oh no. I was like, what's going on? Oh, I got a cramp real bad.
I'll get cramps too, and me and Tanner will joke about that.
Oh yeah,
joke about it probably more than we should because they're pretty serious and they hurt like hell.
They are. For that too. We were out to dinner one night. You got one of those.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, they're bad.
Yeah, I remember Troy's comment there. I thought he got champagne put over his head, didn't he?
I think so. He said the champagne was good.
Yeah, Chris loved
it. Charles says, "Team My Doll" for cramps. Oh, hashtag Team My Doll. There we go.
Oh no, it's the My Doll Mafia.
Oh man, My Doll Mafia. Jeff says, "Not a chance. Life has thrown me several curveballs, and the car is still welded to the table. All the cage from the firewall back is done. Just a little more work on the front half, and then mount the new front clip. I would like to have it back out for 2026 if everything goes right." Cool.
Heck yeah.
Good info. Thanks, Jeff. Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks for chiming in. Hey, John Hurd's watching.
John Hurd. Hey, John. Man.
Got a lot of views off of him, didn't we?
Oh, that's just what I was going to say. John's, I think his was the first to 300 that fast. Like before bedtime, his was at 300 views last week. So you're a popular, awesome dude, John.
Oh, he's a legend. I mean,
he's a legend. That's right.
I want to get a hold of the nitrous guys.
Are you sitting down? Are you securely fastened to your chair?
Let me get my seatbelt on.
Tony Whitmore watching. Hey, Tony. Look at this.
What's going on there?
That's me behind the lawnmower.
You take a picture of the lawnmower?
And Larry's looking at Larry's like, would you look at that?
Are you officially a yard boy?
I am for a few weeks. That's a fairly straight line for being out of the game for a while.
We have to get the laser out there, but that's
not bad.
You got your stripper kit on there?
No. I'm not a stripper mower.
You got a stripper mower?
She didn't pay for the stripper kit.
Yeah, she didn't pay for the stripper kit. Look at it, Larry.
Huh?
Look at it, Larry. He's looking for the stripper kit.
He is. And I mowed the front yard first, and my neighbor across the street, Jim, when I came from the truck towards the driveway to turn around, I saw Jim wheeling his trash cart out to the street. And I looked over at him and I waved at him, and he waved and he said something. So I shut the mower off and I kind of started walking his way. He goes, "What are you doing?" I said, "Well, I'm just mowing the grass." He goes, "I haven't seen you mow the yard since Tiffany was pregnant. Is Tiffany pregnant?"
He's like, "Did Tiffany leave you? Is she pregnant? Is she out of town?" You know?
Is Tiffany pregnant? I said, no.
Well, you heard it here first, folks. All right. So Gary's got a big announcement,
She is not pregnant. She's on she's on weight restrictions for a upcoming hernia surgery next week. So
Gary's on yard duty for a couple of weeks there.
I'm on yard duty for a
I
little
thought
bit.
I saw Elon Musk got a picture of that. I saw my little camera going off there. Yeah, there he is. Look at
that idiot out mowing. Hey,
you're high stepping.
I did an okay job. I think I got the job done, but I'm not applying for a job. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Are you going to buy her a zero turn after you do that for a couple times?
No, I don't even want this thing in my garage. So I for sure don't want to ride her in my garage.
How many miles she walks a day? She probably wants the steps, mowing.
Yeah, she don't mind it. She likes doing the yard stuff. So
That's awesome.
And she wasn't outside barking orders and whatever.
Right. Doing it wrong.
I would maybe just walk away if that was the case.
Sure, I think she probably yeah.
I got it done.
I got that satellite picture there. I saw that. That looks good.
Yep. Look like a professional, man.
Oh, it's a professional job.
I don't want to do too good of a job,
No, you don't want to.
I wasn't highlighting your resume. I wasn't applying for a mowing job.
Sure. Because every minute you're out there is a minute you're not in there burning rod.
That's right. Yeah, I don't even know how long it's been since I mowed the grass.
Yeah.
Oh,
well, I don't think the HOA is going to kick you out. You're doing all right.
Well, I got a hook in the HOA too, so
yeah, that's true. I see.
Hey, I even told her that since she's on light duty, that she should be allowed to zip around on the golf cart on the street.
Oh, there you go.
She's a board member. She should be protected by the light duty orders. I said, you just need to get a doctor's note. You need a doctor's note that says you need to mobilize on the golf cart.
There you go.
I don't think it'll work, but
yeah.
And look, my fingernails and my finger turning green.
You got all the picture of that thing. I didn't know what that
was.
Came up. I'm like, oh, yeah.
My fingernails turning green, dude. What am I going to do?
I thought that was your big toe for a second. I was like,
that was from the picking up the bagger and dumping the grass in the bag. But I might have to get a sander and sand that shit off.
Get some 80 grit. You're getting a green thumb.
Oh, yeah. That's these two fingers here. My fingernail turning green.
I think look at it. Larry needs to be checking that out right there.
Would you look at them nasty fingers? That's not from picking my nose. That's grass.
I see James Foreman watching.
Got 5
James was at No Prep Wars last night hanging out.
James?
I know Larry was because I think I heard him up in the announcer's booth. Maybe not.
Tony says, "What's up, guys?" Hey, Tony.
Did Tony make a trip?
Man, they did. And I didn't
pick something up.
I didn't get anything out of him. I hit Scott up for some info, and I got nothing. So
yeah, well, maybe Tony can tell us right now. I think they dropped something off, maybe pick something up.
Jesse James says, just the opportunity to get back in the seat after wrecking the black car and then all my health complications. Never thought after all that it would happen. So every time we get to come race with everyone is a memory and a blessing.
Boy, you said it.
Awesome, Jesse. Heck yeah.
Heck yeah.
And your car is super cool.
Super cool. Super cool.
Whitney says, would you just look at it?
Jesse James wants to know if you're right out of toilet paper. Like,
no, there's nothing green there.
Yeah.
Tony's not saying nothing. You just never know.
Okay.
It was
a
long couple days.
That's what his boy called him, tight-lipped Tony.
Yep. Well, I hit Scott up. I said, hey, you got anything? And he said, well, let me hit up my pilot. And Tony shut him down apparently because I didn't hear anything. So no biggie. Russell says, what's up? Yeah, we got Russell and James.
Yeah, we got them both. So Russell was out there last night. So, hey, Russell, we've been, before you jumped in, we've been making comments of memorable moments. So if you want to think of one, type one up, read it out there. Most memorable race, memorable moment. But, they had some upsets last night, too. I won't call them upsets, but some heavy hitters went down. I saw the Junkyard Stu took one down.
Yeah. Tony says, not my story to be telling. Okay.
Yeah, well, there you go.
James is working on Gary Spaniak III's demise.
Oh, gosh. That's what they're doing. Getting her back together. I remember seeing that car there last night. And I watched the little YouTube.
Spaniak?
Yeah, maybe I was wrong. I just don't remember the Maverick there. I didn't get to see all highlights. So,
Yeah, I didn't see any of that. I was busy.
oh man, there was some nice cars there for.
I got a bunch of pictures below of that.
All right, let's check it out.
Oh, not there. Not yet. Not yet.
Small tires, big tire cars were fast. Yeah.
The small tires and the big tires cars were fast as hell last night at Ozark.
Well, I saw it was interesting because I saw somebody losing their shoe on that no prep.
It
was
what?
It was definitely
that don't make any sense. Come on.
Well, no, I'm just saying they were stepped on the track and they lost their shoe. I'm not saying they put any glue down. I'm just saying the track was that good. So that was awesome. Because to be honest with you, I was watching the whole live feed and I never seen no one spray. So
yeah, it just gets good.
It does.
You give it a few rounds and it's
definitely
it's quite a deal.
Yeah, Mason was out there on radios. He was going rounds.
Oh wow, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've seen some of the guys we race with, Mason and Craven and who else did I see? One of the white New Edge. Heckman, yep.
White New Edge. Scarlet was there. There's a lot of nice cars there.
Shote. The Shote. Is that the Shote car, right?
Shote family. Super nice third gens. If I see one more third gen out there, you're
gonna buy one.
They're gonna be equal to the Fox bodies. I mean,
okay.
You know what I mean? If Brian buys his back, then there'll be just as many.
Right. Zach says no glue was sprayed, but the track was good.
Agree. It was definitely a good night. Weather was good too, as far as being a little cool and everything.
Man, last night was so awesome. Holy cow. Dang, the weather was great.
Yeah.
I got a part. Look at that.
Look at that.
Look at that. What's that fit? You know idea?
It looks like it fits a T651 or a B209.
Yes, you win. You're right.
Or is that an 8209? I don't know. That looks like an LS.
It is. And that is from Skinny Kid Race Cars. They still produce the best motor plates. It's actually Panda's Performance, but
right on.
It's still the Skinny Kid stuff. But man, they got the best motor plates. And you get a motor plate from a race car shop, you get a race car motor plate.
There you go.
That's my story.
I mean, you don't need to go to Walmart to get a motor plate. You gotta go to a race car shop.
Yes, it's very important. You buy important parts.
Well, you gotta buy race car parts at the race car shops.
Yes. It took some communication navigation, but it worked out.
I think Tim Webb's right. Is that a 351?
351. Man, I'm not going to say. I can't say.
Yeah.
Tanner says, is that a Gen 2 small block? Yes.
That's what it is.
SBF 2.0.
Yeah. An LS is a Gen 2 small block Ford. That's exactly right.
Yeah. Zach says, white New Edge, babyface Brian Schneider. Yep. That's the New Edge I was thinking about.
Yeah. That thing's nice.
Darce says it don't fit a Coyote.
No, it probably doesn't. Yeah.
There's no Coyote in my future.
Yeah. It would be a nice thing to have, though. Them things are rocking.
I'm an LS belly button with a Fox body belly button.
He just wants to do those 10,000 RPM neutral drops on the burnout. That's why he's got one. Isn't that what you called it?
Yes. Tanner says, oh, good to hear after all the improvements. That must be Ozark.
Oh, no kidding. Look at that, Russell.
Russell, there was 2 Camaros there last night with Coyotes. Whoa, really?
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Okay.
What class were they racing in, Russell?
2 Camaros with Coyotes. Huh.
I wonder if they were turboed.
Tony says, just another dress wearing Fox.
Yeah. See, he filled out the application, Tony, but it hasn't been approved. Or no, it is. Remember, he got on his black shorts. That's right.
Don't make me take my shorts off again. Come on. Right. Russell says they were in small tire.
Small tire. Okay. Golly.
Small tire.
all tire.
Charles says, since you like the LS, you want to build mine. Charles, I'm not even building mine.
Well, if you can build a small block Ford, you can build an LS. So
I don't even do that. I'm a welder. I'm not a engine guy. Jesse James says Jason Ayers owns the Blue Coyote Turbo 3rd Gen.
Okay, I saw that there.
Very fast, Russell says.
Yeah.
Jesse James says he originally owned my Nova. Oh, okay.
Okay, cool.
Interesting.
Yeah, well, that Nova's nice. So he likes some nice stuff.
Yeah.
Man, that is just so cool. People are starting to throw those Coyotes in.
I like Jesse's Nova. Man.
Fast. They're fast.
Then we're talking about Ozark. We saw this. We saw our Harpers down at Ozark.
They're down there in Rogersville.
Yep. They have some timing issues, and the Harpers had some parts that they needed to use or borrow, so they just jumped in their vehicle and drove down there and saved the day.
Yeah, heck yeah. No, that's great, man. It's a good relationship there. I think they said it was a 4-hour drive one way, and
yep.
I remember Harper telling us that the Maybrowers, whatever the timing system is, if it got 10 parts, they have 20 because they bought 2. So that's pretty cool, man. Yeah, look good to see that. And and it's like Al was saying, a few episodes back, how when these track owners, they can collaborate and communicate, it just makes it better for the racers. And so we like seeing stuff like this, because let's face it, we were going to go up to Flying H. There was a parts failure on the timing system, so that race was canceled. So we said at home, let's just say the Harpers and the Maybrowers couldn't come through for this deal. There was that was a whole race that maybe I don't know, maybe it wouldn't have happened. Maybe it would have. I'm not saying, but this good to see this going on here between tracks. So great deal.
Yep, and that race at Ozark was no prep, but it was tree based. Leave off the tree, not flashlight stuff. So
no, that's what it is. And just like they do at MAD, they just go off the light with no scoreboard. It's just a wind light. So that's what it was. And like they were saying earlier, it was a no prep, no glue, but it was the track was good. So, and like I said, I don't know how fast people were going. They didn't show it, but there was some guys on radios going down. So,
well, if we was there, we know how to count Mississippis, and
right?
We're pretty accurate,
Oh yeah, no, I mean that's just it. I'm within 3 or 4 seconds.
Right.
Yeah.
Zach West says the blue 3rd Gen Camaro was a Coyote twin turbo and small tire. Cool.
Yeah.
Darce says Jason sold me my Coyote Mustang and I'm hooked. Great people, Larry says, talking about the Harpers.
Oh yeah.
And I got worried, man. I seen the picture, Harpers are down there. It's like, man, they're trying to steal our Harpers from us. You can't do that. Come on.
Oh, Chris would let them go that easy. You know what I mean?
You can't take our Harpers. Holy cow.
Yeah, especially since Gary Harper's about 90-95% now with his foot, so he's probably ready to get rolling, especially when that September race coming up we'll have to talk about in the upcoming shows.
Yep. David Maxon is watching. Hey, David. And Dan Wheeler. Hello, Dan Wheeler.
Is that Dan the Man Wheeler? I mean,
Dan the Man Wheeler. How you doing, Dan?
Yeah. Nice.
A little piece from Brittany Force about John. He will be in action very soon. Thanks for the love, support, and prayers. We love you all, guys.
Right on. That's good to hear.
No time frame there, but she says very soon.
Yeah, and they also made a plan about getting the car back out, and I think they're going to announce the driver this week. But they had it all set up where they could still be in the points and that sort of thing. And I think did Austin win today?
I don't know. I was busy doing 100 different things today.
So we saw you pushing the mower. Even Larry, look out at Larry, saw what was going on. So
what is going on?
Yeah, but yeah,
I didn't get fired.
Yeah, no, that's good to hear. And good to see. I know we've been at hospital in Arizona.
So I'm asking because I don't know.
Yeah,
if they put a different driver in his car, do the points go with the car, or does that driver get the points?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know how that works.
Yeah, I don't either.
Huh. Because it's he's been out for a few races too, so
Sure.
I don't know how that structure works.
Yep.
I can barely keep track of what I do, let alone
Yeah.
what they do. Oh, Tim Webb says, what is the next small tire race around? Any idea?
Sure.
The next thing I have on my calendar is Titans at Bon Terre. And if that date of August 16th and 17th is solid at Flying H,
Yeah.
that's that same weekend. So
yeah.
What, 3 weeks away? Anybody have anything that says otherwise?
That's what I'm seeing.
And so that's 3 weeks. And that seems like a pretty good spread. But then there's one.
Well, there might be stuff going on in Extreme too. You have to check on that. I don't have their
but I'm just getting at like the spread between now and the middle of August, and then there's a 2 week gap. Then you get into the first weekend of September, and after that, it's bonkers until early November.
Yeah,
I mean,
6 or 7 more. We're kind of taking the summer off, but Tony makes a good point that hot summer nights at Mocan's on.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
that's like next weekend, second, third.
Yeah.
I've actually got a flyer on this. Okay. I told you I'm stupid, not proving it.
No one's calling you a liar. Okay, let's just points go with the driver.
No. Yeah, Charles says points go with the driver. Okay, holy smokes, we got some giant stuff here.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Tony says hot summer nights Mocan on the 3rd. Okay, yeah, we was there 2 years ago.
Yep.
What is this?
Was it 2 years ago?
Yes, 2 years ago.
Sure.
It was 2022.
That was a memorable race.
It was.
Yeah.
And it was fun. I had a terrible time. I couldn't find my ass with 4 hands. Man. But hey, you're there with your buddies hanging out, and even a bad day racing.
Yeah.
Man, I threw my shoes. I
remember that. I was just like, "Whoa!"
I threw my shoes all the way through my trailer.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Oh,
that's funny, man. That was a great time for real.
It was fun. Yeah, we stayed at the Hampton Inn.
That was the first time I've been to Mocan and raced. So save the tune-ups. You know what I mean? Yeah, I agree, Tony. It's an awesome race.
Yeah, and I didn't have a handle on the power difference in the old motor and the new motor. I wasn't taking big enough bites. I'm not making excuses because I kind of am, but
that's just part of that, though. You've got to have those too. You know what I mean? You can't just go out there and like hit the 8 tune-up every time and let go of the button. You got to finesse it down and then build on top of that in between rounds, and that's racing, that's why someone killer big block, blah, 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 doesn't always win,
Yep. Now I got to start all over with a different combo altogether. That'll be right. I like a challenge. Jesse says this coming weekend is Doomsday, no prep shootout at Extreme. The weather will be there.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's what Mike's Barrett's deal, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Sherry Curtis is in love with Tony and Darst and Larry Hunt and Tim Webb. Holy smokes. How can we block that?
What's so Craven saying?
Let me roll down here. Sherry, you need to go away. Craven says, going to be a banger big tire class. What? Big tire at Hot Summer Nights with Clay. Oh, holy cow. Okay.
Yeah.
Man, what an awesome car, that Clay Cole's car. Woo!
Oh, yeah. That Blue 69?
Yes. Man,
he's from Missouri, right?
That's a Cameron Johnson built car. Your window net kit from CJ Race Cars, that's who built that car. Yep.
Oh, yeah. That's Swanson's guy.
Tony says it's always an awesome race.
Oh, yeah. The Mocan deal? Absolutely.
Yep.
Get that other tube welded up, Gary. You can get on over there.
I welded This tube.
Oh man, there you go. See, slap
That's-
the front end on. Let's go. Load up.
That's the 1.25 inch bar around the fuel tank.
There you go.
So that's a start. I got my gas tank lined out. The other space available there will be for the engine breather tank.
Yeah.
So I got that done. And then I went and welded other stuff that was, I wouldn't say more important, but higher priority.
Yeah, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
All right. Speaking of hot summer nights, Tim's Body and Glass presents Hot Summer Nights 15, Friday and Saturday, August 2nd and 3rd at Mocan Dragway, Asbury, Missouri.
Nice.
I seen they posted this, so I grabbed this, just an upcoming deal, and that's next.
I remember John Hurd talking about this being one of his favorite events,
Yes.
And
he said he never won it, right? He went to almost all of them, but never.
Bucket list for him, right?
Yeah.
That's very cool. But yeah, nice little track there on the border there, and it'll be packed this weekend.
I wish there was a better road to get there.
And that's 2 weeks, right? That's 2 weeks.
Yeah. It's like the weekend after the weekend coming. Yeah.
Yeah.
God, then it's August already. Holy cow, where's the year going?
Behind
Gee whiz.
Yeah.
Man. Also upcoming is I seen this pop up recently, just the other day. It's not till October, but it came up. Somebody made a comment about it, or Nick shared it or something. But it's the No Prep Monster Mash, Saturday, October 5th, Midwest No Prep Series at Mid-America Dragway. Small tire, big tire, true street, daily driver, tailgate, and index class is 756, 55, 80. So that's coming up early October. So it's a long ways out, but just for tonight in a BS session, just a couple events that are upcoming. They're upcoming.
That one is upcoming.
Hey, you remember we was talking to John Hurd?
Yeah.
And he mentioned Devin, the bottom of his block falling apart like a Top Fuel disaster.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So Devin sent this picture. And this is a mess.
It looks like a mess.
Like the bottom of that block is gone.
Mm.
How much nitrous are you giving your LS? All of it.
Dang.
And I got another picture that is a little closer to the bottom of that. Like, wow.
That is crazy.
That's tore up.
Man.
Weld her up.
Yeah.
Weld that rascal up.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's a failure for sure. I had the Titans points last week, but we didn't get a chance to get to it. But
yeah,
Titans posted this. The chase is on. Who will be the points champions for Titans 2024 and be taking home those illustrious Flying Pistons after June 15th, 2024? Outlaw 10-5 points. Daniel Anders is leading. Jake Mason is right behind. Cameron is third. Devin Brown, Adam Phillips, Russell Foreman, Junior Surface, and Jim Lockwood.
I think that Cameron, Devin, and Adam's tied for third, right?
Yeah. 5 points each. And in the bottom three, there are 3 points.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And we got, this is limited 275 points. Rich has a strong lead.
It is.
Yep. Rich Frost is first, Spaniak and Eric Kuhn with that awesome 55 Chevy.
Right on.
Sarah Walton, Jesse Mitchell, Corey Andrews, Andrew Pierce, and Corey Phillips. That's limited 275 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's like top 9.
Nice.
Yep. This is the Outlaw 8-5.
Okay.
Darcy Knowles, Wes Choate, Jason Seipert, Adam Phillips, Brad West, and Jerry Klingman. is your
Yep.
8.5 points.
Man,
And what is
Tony-
this? Oh,
Tony's got a
what's that?
comment.
Tony. Okay, I got you. Tony says, looks like small block Ford to the front, motherfuckers, and limited.
Man, let's go back and look at that, Gary.
What's that? The
talking
the limited. Let me roll back up
He's
here.
talking to you.
Rich Ford, Spaniac Ford, Coon LS. I don't know what Sarah is. Jesse is a big block Chevy. I don't know what them other three are.
Yeah.
But Rich and Spaniac is Fords.
Yeah. All right.
Where's Rodney Dowell's name going to be next year?
I don't know. Hopefully I'm closer to the top because he's got a Ford.
Few comments. Tim, laugh out loud. Russell. The Foremans are going to be there somewhere too.
That's right.
Hey, something I've been meaning to ask you about, because since we're talking about it,
Okay.
and I've seen it come up. I don't know if maybe you and I have talked about it amongst ourselves. So going to, what's this here?
Uh-oh.
Tony says hopefully adding a name to that list soon.
Tight-lipped Tony. Stop.
Well,
that's awesome.
See. The limited side of stuff. How do you feel? Russell says, I've got a nitrous car that says other. Woo!
Oh.
Let's get ready to rumble. Hang on a second. Come on, brother. Let's go. What do you got?
That's awesome, Gary.
Back where as we use on the limited stuff here.
What were you gonna say?
So going to limited from 10.5, do you feel like that's, I think this question has came up before, just like throughout whatever conversation. I don't know if we've had a conversation. Do you feel like you're stepping back, or how do you feel about that? You think it's a step back, or is it not even that way?
I mean, I don't know. That's a good question. You can look at it different ways. I was talking to golly, I hate this. That's a good question. Some of the times I think, I want to race, the outlaw 10.5 class, but yeah. And then, I try to go rounds and everything, but it just, with this limited deal, when you look at it, my car fits that better, or however you want to say it.
Yep.
And
more
gooder. Yeah. And so that's what kind of drew me that way. And just kind of racing, in that lane, if you will, because I always was talking about that before. I'm trying to race with these other guys that have these, a little bit more power and that sort of thing. And which is all good. That's all legal and everything. Not complaining. And so just my combination just kind of fell right into this. I was always joking around about Spaniac and Larry Hunt being in the kitchen table with these rules, but like I got the same thing Gary Spaniac does, so he was helping me out too, But so I'm excited to race over here. You're talking about like race. I think you just said racing down. Do I see it racing down? The people, when you're in the winner circle, they don't say like, oh, well, that was an outlaw, so that don't count. You know what I mean? Same with I'm sure the check, we can ask Rich or some of these guys, I'm sure the money spends, that check you get. So, and we talked about this too. I kind of, you try to race where you fit in, get in where you fit in. Because we've seen people too chase things that you're just like, man, why are they racing with those people? They don't have the funds. They don't they didn't qualify. Why do they go do that? And because it's tough to have all that equipment. You got to have dollars to back that equipment up. And you just kind of get in where you fit in. And And so, yeah, I think this is going to be really good. I'm kind of kicking myself. I wish I would have had and jumped on this at PRI and got those doors ready and been on this list right now.
Been
you know,
racing from the get-go.
Yeah, I'm racing from the get-go. But, you know, the plan, we're going to get in on the back end of it. And I see it growing and you know, and we'll have something ready for him in 2025. So that's where I'm at.
Well, I'm still sticking to my guns here. You're going to win Tulsa Limited.
That's it.
In when September.
Yep.
September 6th and 7th. Come to Tulsa and watch it happen.
Yep. Got it written down right here.
Right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think it's because this is sold. So
Yeah.
I'm stepping away from this, going to limited. And I feel it is it's me fitting into where I fit in better. Going to a small block, let that big power, big block stuff just go wherever it's going to go. And I'll be able to race with, you know, you and whoever else, you know, local guys. You know, Tony says he's going to jump in that. Sounds like Tony has something for that.
Yeah.
Keith will do something with that.
Well, and James Foreman, I think the Foreman team announced that they were going to, I don't know if they announced that James was the driver, but like, I think they're going to come in as well. I mean, I just see this growing and I just want to get in on the ground floor, you know, and see where this goes, you know, and yeah, I'm super excited about this deal. And, you know, we talked about it too. And even staying with limited with Flying H and getting, you know, a second set of more rims, more tires, more, you know, swapping them back and forth. And I see that growing over there at Flying H as well, you know, but yeah, I mean, and like we talked about, like if this fall works out the way we're thinking it will with the last couple races there with the Titans, then, you know, we talked about getting serious and then just running the whole points program next year with them. Plus you'll have the three hits or so at MAD that they'll do the same thing. So there'll be plenty to do.
Yeah, that's going to be cool, dude. I can't wait.
And so like, yeah, I'm already got things, you know, kind of putting in place for next year to get that going. And so, yeah, I'm excited. And I think the class will get a little faster and we'll see. Yeah.
I was just curious what you thought about stepping
back. When I first was talking, I'm glad you brought it up because when I first was itching about it, I made a comment like, man, I don't know, you know, you're not racing the big class and am I stepping down, blah, blah, blah. You know, we talked about in those long drives and you made some great points about it. And I agree with you. And so it just goes back to what we were talking about, you know, and there's going to be a ton of cars that are just fall in our lane, if you will, with this small block boost. And there'll be big block nitro stuff too. But I'm just saying, you know, just kind of get in where you fit in. And so I'm excited for that.
Me too.
More good.
More good. Tony says must be looking for pistons just like it's looking for its way onto the list. Russell Foreman.
Yeah, I'm sure. I don't know. They're bringing the Malibu, right?
Malibu wagon, I think is James's car. James says nitrous cars to the front.
To the front.
2F small furger. Craven says, since we're calling shots, Nate Bell, Dusty Frazier, and I are coming for that King of the Streets crown at Hot Summer Nights 15. Ooh, cool.
There you go.
Yep.
Yeah. He knows his way around that track.
Yeah. James says, yes, sir. That the wagon.
Yeah.
Awesome. Troy says, I understand, guys. You scared the banana was coming, so you had to find another class. I understand. It's cool. Dang it, Troy's on to us. We got scared. That's it.
That's it.
Yeah. James is definitely coming for that limited class.
Yeah. No, I think it's going to be the, I don't know, the class that's got some energy. So
I do too.
And which is good, you know. That's what we need.
James says, yes, sir. Wagon is coming.
Yes.
Yeah, it's an exciting class.
Yeah, no,
can't wait to be a part of it.
Yeah.
with the point stuff, Gary Spaniak in that thread, they posted the points. Spaniak says, how are the points awarded? And Al says 1 point for showing up with a race ready car.
Right.
1 point per round 1. 1 point for setting an ET mile per hour record.
Right.
A half a point if you only get one of those two. 3 bonus points for being at all the Titans series races. So there's a breakdown of how to get your points. It was a great question.
No, it is. And so, and maybe that's why Frost does have a few more points, because he's probably the, ET and mile an hour record. And so he's got some extra points there too.
And he's won both races, right?
I know he won Arc City.
Yeah. Russell says Tony Whitmore, they're stocked up on pistons and spark plugs. Don't worry about that. Scott Linker says, what's the limit boost wise? In Titans, there isn't on a single, but there's a 76 millimeter limit on twins.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
no boosted big blocks.
Yeah. So Scott, it's a factory roof, quarter and doors, 275 or 10.5 PBRs, or you can run a 28 slick, no W. It's back half only, steel firewall, factory locations, factory front frame rails, but the K-member bolt-in's good. No billet blocker head, small block, any power adder, twins limited to 76 millimeter, no reducers, big block, single stage nitrous only, no boosted big blocks, drive to the lanes into the trailer, must have engine diaper. And we were talking about the you can have an F4 as long as it's a small block. And you can have a 400 and whatever inch small block too, as far as I understand it. Just can't have a billet block or billet heads. And we were talking about last week about the driving, because Herd brought that up, the point of driving, what's the point of driving? You're just wasting fuel, as how John Herd talked about with, can't read your plugs on the way back. And, it's kind of giving the nitrous guys a disadvantage. So we'll see. And
at a special PRI dinner, maybe that'll be addressed.
Right? There you go.
Right, Larry?
Woo-hoo. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'll buy Larry and Al dinner if they'll listen to us.
Sure. Tony's like, he's talking to Scott like, shh, come on. Shh.
Yeah. Come on.
Jesse says we may switch to limited as fast as Outlaw is. Well, there you go. That's why this is hitting the road. That's that's out of my league, man.
Yeah. Like and the Harpers are adapting the same rules. So, you know, you got 6 events here with the Titans. You got 3. That's nine stops right there just on that. If you want to go do some stuff at Flying H, and even if you want to put the go race Outlaw at Flying H or whatever, or just like, last night there was a limited class, you could have raced. I mean, there's plenty to do. It ain't like, well, should I build a car? There's nowhere to go. There's just no races.
God, I mean, there's so much stuff to do.
Yeah.
Tony's telling us, he says he's asking too many questions. Shush, Scott.
Letting the cat out of the bag. Yeah.
Drink some more beverage, Scott. Let's have some more. Come on, give us some more. Oh yeah. Yeah, there's a ton of racing around. We're in a good spot here.
We are.
Ozark had a no prep deal. Oh, I lost track of this. What's this? Oh, Tim Webb's
Tim's watching. Well, that's another player too, because he actually turned in his application 3 weeks ago, was it, and got approved?
Yeah, he did.
And so, if he talked about bringing his brother's car back out, that'd be awesome for that, So.
Tony said Scott's getting his internet privileges revoked. Oh, man.
So I guess Tony's building a small block Ford Pro Charger is what I understand.
Sounds like it. Oh, man, that's funny. So there was a Friday night at the Ozark. They had stuff.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, a lot of stuff.
Yeah, a lot of stuff. Yep. Larry wins the Big Tire Cash Days at
Yeah,
Ozark No Prep Wars.
yeah.
I wish we could have got to Flying H this weekend so we could see this car.
Well, he
But
went on down to Missouri there, or he stayed in Missouri, I guess, and won that one on Friday night, didn't he?
yep, got that win Friday night.
Did he race? I think he raced Sandlin in the final, if I'm mistaken.
I think so. Friday night.
Yeah, because I think Sandlin got around the black Chevy too in the semis, and Larry got the bye. Because I messaged Brandon as soon as he went through the lights. He hit me back a little bit later. Just great pass, you know. It's just cool to see the local boy running with those big dogs, you know. And so yeah.
Here's Small Tire. Small Tire Cash Days winner Friday night was Scott Lowry.
Yeah.
Looks like a Firebird.
Is that a third gen?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Help me out, people. Didn't this have an LS twins on it?
Yeah, I don't know nothing about it. I don't know.
I took a picture of it. I was going to send it to you because it was an LS setup. But I thought I had twins. Yeah, it's a Camaro. That's what I was thinking.
Okay, Craven says Camaro.
Yeah, I think it was an LS, but because they had a lot of good pictures just going through the pits and stuff, and plus, Fodad he was live rolling around. Foreman thinks it's a Pro Charger. Okay,
James says I think it's a Pro Charger. Right,
still an LS deal or is it a big block Chevy?
Small Tire.
Yeah, that was cool though. He was rolling through them. It was a good turnout in Small Tire too.
Yep. Friday night 580 index was Michael Roberts. Looks like a Malibu body.
Yeah. Very cool.
Friday night 70, another Malibu.
Yeah.
Dylan Bontrager. That looks like the name. That's kind of hard to see the color of the letters there.
Yeah.
Got some comments here.
Yeah.
James, last I seen it was a big block Pro Charger. Okay.
I think it's an LS deal for real.
Nate says LS with 76s, and Craven also says it's a turbo LS.
Yeah. I was thinking it's got the elbow coming forward. It don't have the, those high dollar intakes like you got. It's like the stuff you get in the back like I got to get. And that dump truck stuff that I get,
intake manifolds that Dollar General sells.
Walmart.
Amazon.
Laser, he's making these intakes in the back room.
It's an Amazon intake manifold.
Yeah.
Friday night, daily driver winner, Mark Bell. Looks like a Chevy 2.
Yeah, nice one. First generation, right? A little smaller.
Yeah, like a 63-ish. And Friday night, Pro Tree No Box, Dwayne Workman looks like the name on that.
Nice.
Yeah, no prep wars at
Ozark. Good classes, another get in when you fit in.
Tony says they have to knock dust off the Ford stuff because it's LS the world. Hey, there's Ginger.
Yeah, she's getting restless.
They had that was Friday night stuff, and they had Saturday night stuff. I grabbed this first because they didn't have pictures out till late this afternoon.
Right.
But Big Tire, Saturday Big Tire. Nate Saylor over Brandon James. Outlaw Junkyard Stewed over Ryan French. Small Tire Beater Bomb over Blaine Hill. 580 Kurt Huffman over Richard Potter. 7-0 Andrew Scott over Dylan Bontrager. Pro Tree No Box. Cody Bennett over Dylan Bontrager. A couple classes there. Daily driver. Mark Bell over Junior Wallace. And we got some pictures on that.
And Mark Bell, I saw one twice. He won Friday and Saturday in that.
Yeah.
Daily, whatever that is.
Yep. And this is Nate Saylor on the big win for Big Tire Saturday night. Nate Saylor team won huge win last night in the No Prep Wars at Ozark. Nate beat No Prep Racing mega stars Larry Larson in round 1, Kaylee Mills in the semis, and Brandon James in the finals. Those are some big names to get around.
Oh man, no doubt.
Man,
they were going down too. It was a good event. Where's Nate Saylor from? Is he from out west?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I bet Craven knows. I watched the podcast that they had. I think it was Wednesday night with Dinger. It was really good. Got me fired up about the race, and so I was kind of wondering where he came in from. But Montana, there you go. Golly.
Oh, really? Okay.
And so
Montana.
yeah, they that's just awesome. He's doing really well at MPK, and us Pro Charger Hemi, and that sort of thing.
Wow.
But yeah, that's cool. That was a great event for those guys. I watched the whole thing live from their little YouTube channel, No Prep Wars or whatever it was. They had 2 or 3 cameras going. You get the starting line, see it, and then after they took off, they got another shot, and then another shot on the shutdown, and you could switch back and forth because Faux Dad was also there walking around live, but yeah, I was cheering Brandon on there, and plus Joey was there as well. Go ahead, I think you probably got that next.
Yep. Small tire winner, beater bomb. Joey Heichel wins $10,000 of small tire.
Dang, that is just awesome.
Yep. And the big tire deal, the dude from Montana, that says something about the racing that we have around here, where a guy from Montana comes down here to go racing.
Yeah.
At Springfield, Missouri. Yeah.
Yeah. And he won 20, you know what I'm saying? So it ain't, golly.
Yep.
I don't know how much NHRA pays, but that's a good payday right there. Even $10,000. Holy cow. I mean,
they don't have they have a big tire class, small tire class.
No, but whoever won, what do you think Pro Stock pays out? Does that even pay $10,000? I doubt it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
There you go. Brandon James is from California. That's another one.
That's right. Gee whiz. Yep.
No.
Beater bomb wins small tire.
He's from Nebraska, so he rolled over a couple states.
And he raced Blaine Hill. So Blaine has the Camaro. We seen him racing at Flying H. Yeah, the 3rd gen Camaro. Yep,
that's right. See, another 3rd gen. Like I say, they're ruling there. 3rd gens and Mustangs. But yeah, he was looking good too. He was rolling out, watching his passes. Blaine Hill. Man, look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
Cow. We paid out. Craven says we paid out $45,000 over 2 nights.
Dang. Holy cow. Wow. That is just fantastic.
That is
Craven, are you going to do that? You thinking about doing a once a year type deal? Just No Prep Wars,
Talk about that with Craven. I'll be right back.
Oh, I got to go again. I just, it's just great action for everybody, $45,000, didn't know if you want to make that like a 3-race series or just a one-time event type situation. That's just freaking awesome. That sounds good, man. That sounds good. Yeah, definitely. Great show. What I got to see, I need to go there in person. Keep telling myself that, but need to go down there and check it out, because even the Harpers were bragging on how nice the place was when they got back, but yeah, even some there were some guys rolling down there on radios. I know Jake Mason was there. I know also Heckman was there. I don't know if he was on slicks or radios, but there were some heavy hitters in small tires. It was a good event there. I don't think Beater Bomb, no doubt. Beater Bomb is the man. He was putting it to him. There were some close races too. You got to see the finish line when they rolled through with the camera and stuff. So there was some good races, good tight races. But saw a couple red lights too. I was surprised old Larry Larson red light on Saturday in the first round. That's how I think Nate Saylor got it done. But But yeah, good event. I mean, a couple little minor, issues, a little oil down. They got cleaned up pretty quick. So, but it seemed like a well-run event, and the weather was awesome, so that always helps too, and it looked like it was a packed house too. So, but yeah, that's a good event. Appreciate you putting that on, Craven, because I don't know if you or who all put that together. I was watching the live feed just talking about that earlier, on Wednesday night, where you guys were bringing different people in and into the studio, and so I don't know how long you were working on that, but that was a good show for sure. So I was hoping you'd do another one, just kind of keep that rolling. But yeah, hard work paying off there for sure. Good stuff. Good stuff. Oh, okay. Okay. I didn't realize that. Craven says Larry Jeffers Race Cars is an IHRA series. Okay. I'll have to check that out. I didn't realize that. So they go to 3 or 4 different tracks there. I want to Google that and see what's going on. Look, I didn't realize that. So, all right. So that's interesting. No wonder they got a good following there. So you just happened to get lucky enough to get on the one of the dates there on the calendar. So that's cool. That's real cool.
I had to finish mowing the yard.
All right.
Hopefully just kidding.
Did you know the Snow Prep Wars was a series that they got done on from Larry Jeffers there?
Oh, I didn't know that. Larry Jeffers Race Cars IHRA. It's a series. Follow them, and no, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. So he just was able to get a date, and so good stuff there. Cool.
And I seen was it Mr. Harper or Craven that said they'd like to have or somebody said they'd like to have a no prep series, point series. I seen Craven had commented and Mr. Harper had said something also. I forget who brought that up.
Spaniak did.
Was it Spaniak? Okay.
Yeah, he wanted one. He just wants a series where they race juniors as well. That was his whole thing.
Yeah.
They race, down to the juniors in a no prep.
Craven says the place was packed. Great.
Yeah, I already pulled off stuff, Gary.
Oh yeah, man. I'm just catching up. Beater bombs, man. Blah, blah, blah. There we are. Huh. Well, that's cool. I didn't know that. No prep wars.
Right. What you got next?
Next we got 580 index winner, Kurt Huffman.
Cool.
Got him a $2,000 winner big check.
That's awesome. What is that? Is that a 55, right?
Kind of, yeah. Looks like a 55. 55 Chevy. Oh. Yep.
Yeah, cool. Old school, red, white, and blue.
Yep, I like it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
7-0 index winner, Andrew Scott.
Nice.
So we got a Nova. Got him a $2,000 payday.
Yep, I've seen that Nova around.
Daily driver. There's the Chevy 2 again. Mark Bell.
Yep. There he is. Doubled up.
Yep.
First gen Chevy 2. There it says right there. Did you see that? Back-to-back nights. Nice.
Back-to-back. Right on. Heck yeah.
That's cool.
Pro Tree No Box winner, Cody Bennett. Got him a $2,000 check on his Nova for winning Pro Tree No Box. Heck yeah.
Yeah, I got the whole family there. You see that? That's awesome. That's what it's about.
Yep. That's cool.
Nice.
It's comment here. Darce Laws says, beautiful track. I'll be there next week for the Oldsmobile Nationals. Oh, man. Cool.
There we go. Good shout out for the track. They're putting in good work. They had that little, what was that? Like a little track prep or
track facelift. Yeah.
Facelift. There you go. They won at PRI and I don't know, they got the starting line or something and they threw some more money in the kitty and said, let's do the whole thing. And so, yeah, that's awesome. Drag racing alive and well.
Hey, Darce, are you going to be at PRI? We're going to see you at PRI. Man, I'm good.
Went down the wrong pipe.
Little bit, yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Lots of racing, lots of money paid out.
Yes, sir.
Good stuff. It's a good thing there was some racing at Ozark, or there would have been much racing this week. Jeez.
Well, I mean, the whole flying deal, or the flying H, kind of canceled out. So
Yeah, that threw us for a curveball a little bit.
For loop, but we're all right.
Yep, we got through it. That's all the pictures I got.
Very cool.
Has me real curious about what Tony was talking about. Tony and Scott, you know what I mean?
Yeah. About getting a limited car ready? Is that what you're talking about?
What's that?
About getting a limited car ready? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, because yeah, real curious.
It just seems like that keeps coming up. Limited, you know what I mean? It just seems like that just seems to be something people are asking about, talking about. A lot of people around here fit in that, so that's good stuff.
Craven says Mocan had an awesome event too with Nitro Chaos with Farm Truck and Asian.
Yeah,
and I shared it. Did you see the national anthem?
I did, man. That was awesome.
Did you watch it till the end when just about done and they fired up them fuel cars? Dude, that was awesome. So awesome, man.
It was. Yeah, they had the electric guitar out there. He knocked it out, man. I love that.
That was cool.
And then, like you said, as soon as that last note he hit, here comes the cack of the cack. So that was awesome.
Fired him up, did a burnout. Man, that was awesome. Yeah.
I don't say America. I don't know what, golly.
Yep. Makes me want to learn how to play the guitar.
Right?
I just jam in the garage.
That's hours of practice there. You know what I mean?
Oh, man, it was really cool.
Yeah.
Darce says, yes, sir. All right. We'll see you.
There it is. Got it marked down.
We'll see you at PRI. Very good. Oh, yeah.
All right.
That's all the pictures I got. Anybody have anything they want to shoot the shit about? Let's have it.
Well, why don't you take a minute and bring our sponsors in?
Yep, let's do that. Let's give a shout out to our partners for 2024, Mid-America Dragway, Ultra Color Collision Repair, Harry Street Carpet, and Sandlin Iron and Metal. Thank you to these awesome partners in 2024. Heck yeah.
Nice.
Good stuff. Yep. Here's a comment. What do we got? Darce says that's how the national anthem is done. Man, it was really cool.
Yeah.
And then at the end of that, for them fuel cars to fire up. Woo, man.
Yeah.
That was really neat.
Yeah, that was. And whoever planned that out, hats off.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, look at that too, Mocan. They're getting it done too. They got that awesome Nitro Chaos. They had Farm Truck and Asian come in, to hype it up. I watched Farm Truck a little bit just because he's got an advanced motor. And so I just kind of see what's going on there. And I saw him working on it this week and getting stuff done to get to the event. And then, so they were having some grudge racing, and then staying with Mocan, in 2 weeks, we'll be back to the hot summer nights. So, it's just a little track there, just trying to stay going, having their events. So, I mean, that's what it's about.
Yep. Looked like there was a lot of people there too. Like that video with the national anthem, that person panned down a ways a bit and come back, and it looked like a really good crowd.
Agree. So that was good.
Yep. What do you have left on your car with the doors and stuff?
That's it. Just waiting. Going to call Logan Monday, Tuesday. See if the doors are ready. Yeah, I still got to get the rod to open for the door handle, but that's it. Everything else I got. And so I'm just trying to give them some space. They're over there busy working, not hounding them and stuff. And, but yeah, we'll get those on. Then we'll be ready for the August 16th and 17th. I already got all the oil changed and we're ready to go. Go to Flying H, and then we'll be at Tulsa September 6th and 7th. So, yeah.
Jason Cypher says there's a lot of spectators at Mocan. That's great. We need our tracks to have a lot of spectators.
Absolutely. That's what's really getting it done. There was a ton of spectators at Ozark as well. So it's good to see people out, talking about the next, the Tulsa race at Titans of 10-5.
The one you're going to win? The one you're going to win limited, you mean?
I hope let's get some good weather like we did this weekend,
Yeah.
coming up there. That'd be nice. And
we was out on a walk last night, and I thought, man, what a great night it would be to be at the racetrack. But, Yep.
Yeah.
Craven says Mocan Dragway is the oldest continuously operation drag strip west of the Mississippi since 1962. They are alive and well. That's no doubt.
No doubt.
That's cool.
Yeah.
We need to get them crowds fired up to watch small tire racing at Arc City.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Come buy some hot dogs.
What did you do on your car this week? Did you have some pictures of that?
What's that?
I thought you said you were working on your car a little bit this week. Did you have any pictures of that? Any?
Just I got this bar welded in.
Okay.
That was I want to get that accomplished this week. Get this bar that goes around the fuel tank and the engine breather tank. I haven't made the breather tank yet, but I had to get this in place, this bar in place right there, to see what kind of space is left over so I can make a cardboard template of the breather tank. And I also need to get with Mark and see how much oil we want to put in this thing to size up the tank of how big of a tank to break for the breather tank. So sometime this week I need to holler at Mark and kind of touch base with him and see what he's thinking so I can make a tank. I got material for it. I got a filter coming for it for the top, a little low profile deal. So
how's your fuel cell coming? You were working on it a few weeks back.
Yeah. It's this far along. Okay. I ain't got the bottom on it yet. I don't know where the outlet will be yet. So,
okay.
It's about 75% done. There's some more welding to do on it. I got to weld the bottom on it. And some of that I can't finish up until I get like a dummy block in and figure out where the fuel pump is going to be versus the outlet on the tank, where that location is, and the headers. You don't want to interfere the fuel tank, the fuel line with the header tube, or the out of the headers, the crossover tube going to the turbo. You don't want to interfere that stuff. So I'm pretty flexible on the fuel tank. I don't need to put the bottom on it yet. I just can't finish that up yet, but that's not a big deal.
Right.
I get my cylinder heads. I can get a dummy block in it and see some more stuff. It'll be a better picture.
Well, I thought Devin had one you could borrow. Didn't you show it earlier?
That was a pretty ugly block. Yeah, I could sure use that, but it'd be a little lighter too with the bottom half of it gone.
Yeah. Well, I thought you told me you got some more funds for your motor, so that sounds like a solid deal. Getting ready. A few more weeks if I have it out or whatever.
Yeah. It's funny. We was talking last weekend on Saturday. Hey, I'll get another deposit this week probably, and then Monday night, or it was Saturday night. Dude said, "Hey, Monday, Tuesday, I'm going to send you some more," and he sure did. So
nice.
Yep. So here in a week or two, I need to pull this out and have it ready for him. So
I don't see your doors in there anywhere. Your carbon doors, I don't see them back there. Are they gone?
They're gone.
Down the road.
They went home. Yep. So no carbon here. What's Tony saying? Tony says any local junkyard would have a top competing LS engine for your racer, or so I've been told.
There you go. Run down. I don't know. That's out of a Suburban, apparently.
That's I'm not an LS guy. I don't know shit about the LS, so that's information that I could use, I guess. I don't know.
There
I don't know nothing about them. I've got an intake ordered. I got valve covers on the way, cylinder heads on the way.
Nice.
So
LS.
Yeah.
What do you think that stands for, LS?
LS. I don't know.
I think it stands for Limited Street.
Oh, geez, you're right. Limited Street.
There you go. Yeah.
Limited Street, man.
Yeah.
I should have probably bought a small block Ford. I don't know. We'll see.
I wouldn't worry.
It's the same thing, right?
It is basically. You got a few more bolts on your side, and that's about it.
Well, I got to make that 20 more pounds of boost, make up that weight.
I know, Tony. I've been trying. Believe me, it was a long car ride.
Rod, you should have steered him better. Well, can't have the same stuff, I don't know. Got to be a little different. I'm a little dumb and stubborn. Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
Mrs. Harper is watching. Hi, Mrs. Harper.
Well, and you jumped in both feet quick. You know what I mean? You were just like, when you started talking about it, and then you're like, yeah, I got block on order. I was like, oh, well, what are you doing? And I was
wasn't that quick. I should have did that in January, and maybe I'd have a block by now.
Yeah. I don't know if it was a J2Z or a Hemi or what it was. It's like, yeah, it's already ordered. It's a block. I was like, oh, what are you doing? I'll get it. Oh, okay.
Block and crank is ordered. Dang it.
All right.
Yeah, it'll be a long process. But
yeah. No,
I got plenty to do. I got header flanges and tubing.
Yeah.
And headers are easy. I ain't worried about that. Piece of cake.
Here you go.
Yep. Tony says different. Mrs. Harper, hi guys. Hey, Mrs. Harper. Tell Mr. Harper hello.
Yeah, hopefully he's doing good. I know they had a little private test session going on, I think. Was it yesterday or today or something?
Today, I think, yeah.
Was Linker out there in his new ride? Is that what's going on? Tony shoeing that thing?
I don't think there's a new ride. We haven't seen nothing. I don't know.
Oh, did it not happen?
I don't know. We haven't seen nothing,
Yeah.
And I did reach out to Logan and Brendan if they had any new pictures or info, and Logan said there's really nothing new since the last pictures we got. So
right on. Oh, that's cool.
Tony. Mrs. Harper said we had a private test session.
Cool. There you go.
Pretty good day for it.
Absolutely. The weather was good.
Tony says time will tell or show.
There you go.
Well,
Tony could race that red rocket too in limited
his Mustang.
It fits in there.
Yep. He was at Flying H with it back in May, wasn't it?
Yeah, the streetcar takeover.
Yep. Is that
it was at Wichita too, going a few rounds, I thought.
Oh, that's right. Yep. Oh, yeah, the big controversy. Oh, what a mess.
A controversy? What was going on?
I don't know. We don't need to get into that.
Too slow. I need LS.
Come on, Tony. You can do it.
You can do it.
I don't know shit about LSs. I have no idea what I'm putting together. I just hope it will start and run.
Yeah.
Mrs. Harper says weather was amazing. Wish every day could be like today.
Oh,
man, last night was incredible. I couldn't believe how nice it was last night.
Oh man, you ain't lying,
Tony. Oh, he says, "Oh Lord, here we go."
Oh, you talking about the
LS
or whatever?
He says he won't ever. He'd rather be slow.
Yeah.
That's good stuff. That's funny.
Yeah.
I guess I'll be slow. I'll be chasing your taillights, Rodney.
Oh, I don't know, man. You got a super duper engine coming together there, I mean,
it's just a LS. Come on.
Yeah. I mean, they're
heavy iron block junk. Jeez.
What's that?
Heavy iron block junk, man.
Oh, yeah. I mean, golly. I mean, you're going to have a lot of, we basically got the same engine.
The numbers are the same.
Yeah.
That's about where the similarities stop.
That's right. You got more head bolts.
Oh, well, they were a little different, but I got to cheat up with the head bolts to make the boost.
Click, 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 click.
Click, click. How many? I thought that was Ooga Doogas. Dooga, 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 dooga. The 3/4 impact. Dooga, 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 dooga.
Yeah.
Isn't that how you tighten head bolts? 3/4 impacts.
Yeah. If it snaps, you back it off 2 turns.
Oh shit. Yeah. Well.
Very cool.
Yeah. Anybody have anything cool before
That's
we
it. Come on.
close
What
it
do you
up?
have, Gary?
I don't know, man. I'm waiting on some parts. Man, those are your parts in the little thing right there. I need to sort through them yet. Those are the regulators. I need them right there.
Yeah.
Right there. Yep. I gotta sort them out yet. But,
Okay.
yep. I gotta pull the engine out. Probably let's see. Probably next weekend I need to pull it out because the weekend after that he might be coming to pick it up. So I need to be ready.
You gonna run over
Yep.
to Troy's?
Yeah, I'll have to go to Troy's and steal his cherry picker.
Yeah. There you go.
Tony says nothing worth talking about here. Whatever.
Yeah, he's got all the secrets.
Hey, if you take too long, we'll just start making shit up. So we'll start telling lies.
Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah. I'll have to go to Troy's and steal his cherry picker and get the converter undone, get it everything unbolted and get it out ready. Yeah.
Okay.
And get that last payment and send it down the road. Troy. Troyce is not sure it works on limited stuff.
Oh yeah, that's exactly right. Well, no, this is the big block coming out, Troy. So this is the outlaw stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so,
yeah. Get rid of that outlaw stuff and tame it down to limited.
3,000 horsepower.
My big block didn't even run limited numbers, man. Tony says it will probably be more entertaining that way. Honestly, okay, we can handle that. Larry Hunt says Chevrolet did good with LS. The abbreviation means lightning speed.
Lightning speed.
How about ludicrous speed? Ludicrous. Or Larry speed. Be Larry.
Funny.
Yep. I see Ginger over there.
Yeah, she's getting all settled in there. So that's funny.
Yeah. Yep. Well, I think we're out. I think we're done.
Sounds good. 2 hours.
Pretty close. Close enough.
Yep.
Pretty quiet week, really.
That's all right.
So, all right.
Well, give you a week to work on some stuff, show some stuff off.
Yeah, it depends on the extracurricular activities, how much more I get done.
Yeah, you're gonna have a busy week coming up. Got a couple side projects for yourself.
Yep, I got to take care of my wife for a couple of days too, and get her whipped back into shape. So
there you go.
Yep, get her taken care of. She is not pregnant. She's not pregnant.
Neighbor let the cat out of the bag.
She is not pregnant.
Oh, that's funny.
Yep.
Cool.
All right.
All right, Mr. Gary. Thanks for joining.
Yep. Tell Ginger, hey.
Yep. Been a good day.
Been a good weekend. Man, it's been great.
Got a lot done. Well, don't forget to subscribe, right? We picked up, 5 or 6 last couple weeks there?
Yeah. We had a good week of or last week. Yep. Good call. Man, I keep forgetting this. So this is our YouTube channel, Heads Up Racing Gary and Hot Rod Podcast. And then the little arrow on the corner will show the little white box where you can hover over it and it'll have the stuff that pops up. So make sure to subscribe. And this little arrow shows the same thing. Subscribe. We gain a little bit each week, just a little bit.
That's it.
So that's all you can ask for, just a little bit.
It's all in fun.
Yep. All right. You ready to shut her down?
Sure. I'm ready.
All righty. We'll get some high five.
Here we go. Oh, I went a little early.
Bam. Good.
All right. Sounds good.
All right. Everybody. Thanks for hanging out. We'll be back next week with something. We'll do something next week. There's Ginger. We'll see Ginger later.
Yeah.
All right. Have a good week, Rod. We'll see you later. Thanks, everybody. Good night.